Let me guess, you've watched lots of videos about creating digital products, and you're right, that's not the hard part. The hard part is selling them. So let's dive into how to actually sell your digital products. I'm going to take you step by step on how I've been selling digital products as my full-time income since 2014, and how I sell digital products successfully today. So let's dive in. Okay, so let's talk about my overall big picture strategy for selling digital products, and then we're going to dial in one little piece at a time. So you can leave this video feeling very clear about how to actually go about making sales with digital products. So let's go over the overall strategy. Now, the cool thing is that my overall big picture strategy has not changed really since 2014. And it's also going to seem pretty simple, and that's because it is. There's not a lot to it. You see, in order to have a successful strategy, you don't need to have tons of strategies, tons of pieces, tons of complex things. It really can be simple, but you do need to dial in each thing, which can feel hard and complex. So back in 2014, when I first started selling digital products, I thought to myself, okay, I want to sell these digital products to help these people, but how am I going to get in front of these people so that they actually know my digital products are for sale? So in my mind, I was just like, oh, I should grow a following, right? I also knew that people making the big bucks from digital products, I knew that they had their own followings on social media that they were selling their digital products to. And I know there's people out there that sell on places like Etsy and Amazon, but I have just never been a fan of those places. I don't recommend you sell in those places. I don't sell in those places. Just to sort of brush through that really, really quickly, because I get this question on every single video. The reason I don't do that and I don't recommend it is it's so much better for you to build your business on your own platform. And also those places like Etsy, Amazon, they take listing fees. There's tons of competition. There's not really a way for you to stand out because all you're doing is putting your listing. You're not like creating content with a personality and having people connect with you, which will help you make sales. We'll get into that in a minute. So you have to pay these listing fees. And then in order to stand out, they're like, buy ads, because these platforms, they make most of their money from paid ads. So before you know it, you have spent a lot of money on this, probably haven't sold any. So I don't know, let me know your opinion in the comments, or maybe you've sold on Etsy or Amazon before for digital products. Let me know what your experience has been. But for me personally, that is not the route that I go. So what I decided to do back then, which you're going to see is very similar to what I do today, is I decided to grow a following. Now, back in 2014, the big thing was blogging and Pinterest. So what I decided to do was put out a blog post every single week and then promote those blog posts on Pinterest. Now, that did very well for me. And keep in mind, these platforms were like surging during these years. And so I was actually able to grow a successful blog by posting once per week. And then inside the blog posts, I would put what are known as freebies. These are things that you would put in your name and your email address to download a free digital something. This could be a digital PDF, a guide. It's not like a full digital product. It's typically just like a little thing. Now, back then, a good freebie would be like 5 of the biggest mistakes photographers make when booking clients or something like that. Those were really popular freebies. And let me know also in the comments, have you ever downloaded a freebie? Because I'm sure a lot of you have. I know for me, when my husband and I were doing our plans for our Costa Rica trip, I actually downloaded a freebie that was like top things to do in Costa Rica. So I put in my name and my email. I got on their email list. I got the freebie. And then later on, they sold a better, bigger version of plans for like $15. And I ended up buying that too. Okay, so back to the blogs. I would do a blog per week and I would put the freebie like 1 to 3 times throughout the blog post. And I would move my blog readers to email subscribers. Now, the reason this is so important is look at pretty much any big brand. They have email marketing. They have an email list. And simply put, this is because email marketing is 40 times more effective at making sales than social media alone. Plus, you actually own that platform, which is what I'm getting at. Like with Etsy and Amazon, they could shut you down. You don't own that. But when you grow on social media and you move people to email subscribers, you do own your email list. Like if you want to move from one email platform to another, you can actually export those contacts into a CSV and move them to another platform. So let's say you get your social media shut down, you can still contact your email list. Or let's say one email platform shuts you down, you can move to another email platform, which by the way, I've never been shut down on email marketing or social media media ever, but I have heard of quite a few people getting shut down on places like Etsy and Amazon for selling digital products. Okay, so once I have my following growing and my email list growing, what I do then is I create a checkout page to sell my digital products. Now, I'm sure you've bought something online, and in order to do that, you had to put in your name and your credit card information and hit purchase, right? That is a checkout page. And that is something that I create for each of my digital products to sell them. So the overview is grow a following, move them to email subscribers, and then drive your email subscribers to the checkout page to purchase your digital products. Now let's look at the overview of what I do today. It's essentially the exact same thing, which is so cool. The same strategy that worked then still works now. However, I no longer do blogging and Pinterest, and I don't recommend doing blogging and Pinterest. Like I said, I did that back in the day when things were popping off with blogging and Pinterest, and it worked super well. And actually last year, my team and I, for 6 solid months, we put out 1 blog post a week, and we did 6 to 9 pins on Pinterest every single day. And the most email subscribers we got in a month was like 60. And we've now gotten hundreds of email subscribers from this method, and not one email subscriber has purchased. How do I know that? I use Hyros, Hyros, to track all of our leads, to track, where they come from. Did they sign up for our email list? Did they purchase? So we have actual cold hard data on that. I don't know if Pinterest is just like filled with bots, or if people who are on Pinterest don't really want to learn about what I'm teaching about. I don't know. So, you're probably not going to be surprised by what I'm about to tell you is I grow my following on YouTube. Now, I personally find YouTube is the best way to grow your following right now. I'm not going to say it's easy, but I find it to be the easiest out of all of the different options. Like, I did a ton of different social media options when I started this business to see, what's working the best now. And YouTube blew them out of the water. I was only getting about 30 to 100 email subscribers on all the other platforms like TikTok, Instagram, blogging and Pinterest, blah, blah, blah. With YouTube, within 30 days, 1,400 email subscribers within that same test period. I talk about this in detail in my masterclass, which is in the description below. It's free, on-demand, passive income masterclass. And I also have it in the pinned comment below as well. And one other thing I have to mention about YouTube is YouTube actually pays you to grow your following. So once you've reached 4,000 watch time hours and 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, you can apply for what's called the YouTube Partner Program. If you've ever watched a YouTube video, you will notice there are ads on the YouTube video. And once you apply and are accepted to the YouTube Partner Program, YouTube actually splits the profits of the ads that run on your video, and people who sign up for that YouTube membership to get rid of ads, that counts too. And you get just about half of all those proceeds. You can Google if you want the exact percentage. Last year, I made over $20,000 from the YouTube Partner Program only. So that's not including any other income. So I got paid $20,000 to grow my following on YouTube. Like, let me know what other platform does that and pays that well. I will wait. I will wait. Okay. So again, the big picture strategy is grow a following, build an email list, and send your email subscribers to the checkout page to purchase your digital product. Now, of course, there are more details involved in this. It's more nuanced than that, but I just first wanted to give a big overview so that you can all sort of start to understand how this works. And a caveat that I will say is you do not have to wait until you hit a certain amount of subscribers to start selling your digital product. It doesn't work that way. You can start making sales if you have 5 subscribers, 10 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers. It doesn't matter. In fact, what matters is views. So when you post your videos, you're going to start getting views on your videos, and those views are real human people. And so if those real human people watch your videos and then see that you mention your freebie throughout your YouTube video, which I guess I did forget to mention that in the blog post, I posted 1 to 3 times about the freebies. And then in my YouTube video, I do the same thing. I mention my freebies 1 to 3 times throughout the video. I also have them linked in the description below. I also have one of them linked in the pinned comment as well. So people will watch your videos, they will download your freebies, they will get on your email list, and then you can manually send or automate emails to drive your email subscribers to your checkout page to purchase your digital product. Okay, so now now that you know the overall strategy, let's dial it in a bit more and look at YouTube specifically. And again, if you want my full in-depth masterclass, which is free and on demand, to learn this even further, to workshop on what type of digital product, what your niche is going to be, how to grow your following, how to make automated passive sales, then go ahead and register your seat for my free masterclass. Again, it is linked, the first link in the description below this video and in the pinned comment below as well. Okay, so there is so much I could share about growing on YouTube. In fact, I have loads of videos on this topic. So I'm going to share with you as best I can in this short window. And if you want more, I would recommend just going and checking out my other videos that are about YouTube, because each video has like more and more info in it. But essentially what you want to do is start posting videos consistently. This could be once a week, this could be twice a week, whatever you feel like you can actually stick with. And the best tip I can give you is try to get a little bit better with every single video. So you can get better at talking on camera. You can get better at maybe the quality of your camera, how you're recording, the lighting, the microphone, the fact that I'm recording with 2 different camera angles right now, right? You can get better at your scripting, at researching your topics, at your titles, at your thumbnails. In fact, when you are beginning on YouTube, the most important thing is going to be a combination of your title and your thumbnail, because those things are going to be directly related to your click-through rate, or CTR. Click-through rate is essentially when YouTube shows your video to a viewer and what percentage of those people who saw it on their screen or homepage or wherever actually click on it. That's going to be the most important thing for you to focus on as a new YouTuber. Try not to focus too much on the editing and the view duration and all of that. You can worry about that later. Focus in on the title and the thumbnail. You want to focus on making sure that your title and thumbnail is so good that you are getting a lot of people to click on your title and thumbnail. Then once you've mastered a good CTR, which is subjective, look at your CTR and just keep trying to improve that, because everyone's CTR percentage is different. Then you want to focus on AVD, which stands for average view duration. So once you're getting people to click on your video, then you want to focus on getting people to actually stay on your video, because that's how you're going to make more money from AdSense, by them putting more ads on your video if your people are watching for longer. But you're also going to build more know, like, and trust with your audience, which is going to get them to want to download your freebies and see what you have and learn more about you, right? So that is really the best way to get started, is decide on a consistent posting schedule, focus on the combination of your thumbnail and title to get a good click-through rate, and then focus on average view duration, on improving your videos to get people to watch the video for longer. And remember, how you're going to move your YouTube viewers to email subscribers is mentioning a freebie 1 to 3 times throughout your video. So you're going to want to come up with, what's a freebie that I think my ideal audience would actually want to download, right? So you're going to have to think of who's your ideal client, what would be a good enticing freebie they'd actually want to put their name and email in for, so that you can move those viewers to email subscribers. And again, you don't have to wait until you hit a certain subscriber count or anything like that. In fact, I would say your first step would be post your first video, and then your second step would be make your freebie, and then start mentioning that freebie throughout the rest of your videos, because you want to be growing your email list as you're growing your following and making sales as you're growing both of those things. Okay, so now that we've dove a little bit further into YouTube, let's talk about diving further into email marketing. So how I do this is, again, I post videos on YouTube, I mention my freebies, people put in their name and email, and then as soon as they hit submit, they are sent the freebie to their email, and they are also added to my email list. Now from there, I do an automated email series. Now you can choose. You can send emails manually, which means you're going to say, like, I'm going to write an email right now and send it. Right? Or I'm going to write an email right now and schedule it for this day and time. For me, I like to do what's called an automated email sequence. This is where I can say, once a new subscriber joins my email list, they're going to get this email on day 1, this email on day 5, this email on day 30, like whatever combination you want to do. So what I do is, when someone joins my email list, I actually first send them what's called a welcome email sequence. This is where I send them 1 email a day for 5 days. Now, I know that probably sounds like a lot. First of all, we've never gotten any complaints. And second of all, it's just 1 email a day for 5 days. Then it goes to 1 email per week. So the reason I send so many up front is because I want to to grow that know, like, and trust factor really quickly. If I waited a week to email, then they'd probably forget who I was. So when I'm emailing every day for 5 days, what I'm doing is I'm introducing myself, I'm telling my story, I'm giving them immense value. And then within the last 2 emails, I'm also saying like, hey, and if you want to learn more about XYZ, go check out XYZ digital product here. And then I link to the checkout page. So that is how you're going to get those buyers that are like ready to buy right away, is with that welcome email sequence. After my welcome email sequence, then I have what's called 30 days of nurture. Now I'm only sending 1 email per week for 30 days. So it's like 4 emails. And what I'm doing is within that weekly email, it's just giving value, just pure value. Like go to this YouTube video or this whatever, just pure value to learn about how to find your ideal audience or how to price your digital product or whatever that is, right? And then on each of those emails at the bottom, I'll write PS. If you want to learn more about XYZ, go and check out my XYZ digital product here. And then that links them to my checkout page. Then after the 30 days, I usually do a 5-day promotion. Again, this is all automated. So they're going to get 1 email a day for 5 days that is purely selling. Like, this is why you should buy this digital product. This is how it's going to help you. These are our student testimonials, like blah, 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 right? And then it goes back to 30 days of nurture, 5 days of selling, 30 days of nurture, 5 days of selling. And you can make it as long as you want. Mine's up to 9 months long now. I did not write this all at the same time. I've just been like adding emails as I go. But that is exactly how I'm able to make these, passive sales, is I put the work up front where it's like, okay, I've grown my email list and now I have these automations. And like, that is truly what actually makes me sales while I'm sleeping or while I'm traveling. People talk about that all the time, but it's like, you need to have somebody selling. And I don't know about you, but it's like, I don't want to be doing cold DMs. I don't want to be doing freaking sales calls. I would much rather have an automated email sequence that just sells for me. Like, and it's still me. I wrote the emails, right? I mean, or you could hire them out, I suppose, but I wrote the emails, I automated them, and now it gets to make sales for me for years to come. So now you might be wondering, okay, well, once I have this all set up, like, how do I scale this? How do I keep getting more and more and more sales? And that's really the beauty of this business model, is that it is quite simple. Again, it's like you're growing your following, you grow your email list, you send emails to send people to your checkout page to buy your digital product. Like, that's it. Okay. So if you want to scale, what do you think you need to do to get more sales? Well, to get more sales, you're going to need more eyeballs on your checkout page, right? And in order to get more eyeballs on your checkout page, you're going to need more email subscribers, right? And in order to get more email subscribers, you're going to need more YouTube viewers or whatever social media you choose, but I would highly recommend YouTube. Okay. And in order to get more views on YouTube, you're going to need to keep posting videos, right? So in order to scale, that's really all you have to do is keep posting videos. You can just keep posting once a week. You could post more videos. You could post whenever you want. It's totally up to you. It's up to you, the volume you want to post, the amount of sales you want to make. I mean, that's also sort of like the best part too, is it's like, maybe this is a really part-time thing for you and you only want to post once a month, and that's okay. Or maybe you want to make tons and tons and tons of sales and you're going to post 3 times a week or every day. I post twice a week. I find that to be like a rhythm that works for me. And also, I think it's important to note that I only spend 2 days per month filming. So I will come up with the titles of my videos, I will write the scripts, and then I will film all 8 videos for the month in 2 days. And then I'll send them to my editing team. It's not like I'm on social media all the time. Like, I don't know about you, but I don't want to be some influencer who's like posting every single day on Instagram Reels. Like, that just gives me like, I don't know, chaotic energy. like no offense if that's what you want to do, that's cool. That's just not me. Like, I just want to be like at my pottery studio, taking my dog for a walk, having dinner with my family. Like, I think that's kind of the difference between an influencer and an educator. And it's like, if you want to be an influencer, totally cool, just not the thing I want to do, right? And you can do that, and that makes great money too. Or you can be an educator. You can be someone like me who it's like you just spend 1 to 2 days per month, batch recording a bunch of educational videos, and then you can schedule them on YouTube, and then you can just live your life. So that is what I like to do. But let me know in the comments, what is the route that you are thinking of going? And by the way, if you are wanting to grow your following on YouTube, or you've already started and you want to grow it further, you can actually grab my totally free YouTube script template. I have it linked in the description below, and you can download it completely for free. Now that you know how to actually sell digital products online, you might be wanting to know how I made $2,387 in a single weekend, and how you can too. But how do you do that? Well, it all starts with watching this video next here, because when you pair what you just learned with what's in this video, it's going to be even more powerful. See you in the next video.